Hello. Heading to the painter's supply store. We got some more stuff to get done on the S2000. So my drive shaft got finished today, and when a friend of mine went to go pick it up, they actually ended up making it 10 inches too long from what they were originally told. So that's a little bit of a delay and really unfortunate, but hopefully they'll have it fixed. We'll have the drive shaft back down there tomorrow. Maybe they'll have it fixed within 24 hours, hopefully. Run back down there and pick it up. It's not the closest to us. It's about an hour. Maybe a little bit longer, so hopefully they can get it fixed and we can get that taken care of, get the drive shaft in the car. Today I'm probably just going to continue working on sanding the car, getting it scuffed up, getting it ready for to spray it. So we're going to get the door jams, trunk jams, all that stuff all scuffed up so we can just spray it. I'm not going to do any serious body work on it. I thought about it, but honestly, the car's gonna be a drift car. It's never been a perfect car to begin with, so I'm not too worried about it, and I'm just gonna do cheap budget paint, and not sure how great it'll come out. I used to paint a little bit back previously at a job, not automotive paint, but I have sprayed automotive paint a few times, so we'll see how it comes out. But yeah, we're heading to the painter's supply store now. We got Brian and Wout heading in from all the way from California, so they're traveling across the country right now to get ready to head to Drift Week 5 it is. And they're stopping by in Michigan to say hi to all of us here, and we're gonna hang out with them for the night. And yeah, nice to meet up with them. Wout's all the way from Amsterdam. Brian lives in California, so Wout comes over here for pretty much every Drift Week from Amsterdam. He sneaks into the country and he does Drift Week. That's how much he loves drifting and loves coming to America. So it's really cool that they're taking the time out of their day to stop here and come see us. All right. I didn't really want to do this, but S2000 wheel specs are super lame, so I think we're going to cut this body up. I've contemplated this for a long time. I don't really like cutting the bodies up of these just because these cars are worth so much, but I'm going to be drifting it anyway. So we got these ASM rear over fenders, and I just drilled these holes out because they don't come drilled. I believe these are actually GRA motoring ones. But I already center punched them with this, and I don't have Clecos or anything like that, so I'm going to use a smaller size self-tapper because I'm going to end up actually rib nutting these onto the body just so they're removable. I didn't do that on the BMW. They're just riveted on, but I want to rib nut these on so they're removable if I ever need to fix them, since they're fiberglass, or repaint them, whatever, separate from the car. I can do that. So yep, first thing you want to do is kind of match your fitment up. We got the fitment pretty much where we wanted. Like I said, I drilled the holes and then marked them with a center punch. And now we're gonna drill some holes. So now we got the area taped up that we're gonna cut. We're going to cut this lower section here, kind of try to follow along the line, so we got kind of an arc to follow. Let's let it rip. I'm sorry, S2000, but she gone. So now that we got this top layer cut off, I've kind of split the top and bottom layer, and now we're gonna cut just the top layer a little bit higher, and then we're gonna fold that bottom layer up to it and tack weld it up. So now I'm gonna make another cut slightly higher so we have something to bend it up to, and let's get to that. So we got the top layer cut off. Now we're gonna cut some relief cuts into this so we can bend it up easier and get rid of some of the paint on here so we can tack weld it back to it. So we got our relief cuts made. Now we're just gonna kind of go around. conforms to the body. All right, so now we got this grinded off, so we have enough somewhere to weld to. We got this all molded up to where we need it with the hammer. And now we're gonna throw some tack welds along here to seal this up. There's a lot of rubber underneath there, and it keeps catching on fire from when I used to drag race this car. All right, we got this all welded up. Obviously, it's not very pretty because it's flux core, but it's all we got, so we're making it work. So now we're gonna grind down this lip, make it flush, clean up the weld, make it look a lot better, and then we're gonna put some urethane over top of it. I'll show you guys that when we get So we got all the extra flap cut off. It looks a little bit better. Still, it's flux core, so it's not the best. Let me go see if I still have the window sealer, but we're starting to get where we want with this. So we got this side all window urethaned up, got all the rib nuts in, everything lines up good. I'm not gonna throw the over on here right now just because I want the urethane to dry and not get all over the over because it still needs to be painted. So let's, I'm gonna do the other side now off camera, and I'll come back when I have them both on test fit after the urethane dries. All right, guys, I threw some random bolts I have laying around. We got the fender all rib nutted behind here. Fitment's good. We're gonna end up mounting this to this fender flare here just because right now this isn't pushed in, so when the clips are pushed in, the bumper sits in a little bit. So we're gonna actually have these clips pushed in back here, but then probably drill a little hole through the lip and zip tie it up so it matches good. And then we might trim some of this fender lip out to give us a little more clearance, but yeah, it looks good. And then this side, you can kind of see rib nuts are all in the body. I usually don't use rib nuts, I use rivets. And then window urethane's all dried up, seal up the fender, it's all welded. We're good to go. I can see you now. Look at you. Pull all the way up. Brian and Wout making their stop here at Drift Week. What is going on? How are you, dude? Going to get some breakfast with the boys from Drift Week. Glad they could stay the night last night. We're gonna head up to Corey's shop too. Brian needs to get a couple parts from them and check out Corey's shop just because they've never seen it. And one of the cool things about drifting is just all the people you meet around the country. So I met Brian and Wout on Drift Week 2 with Corey a couple years ago now, and it's cool that we're being reunited and they're visiting our home state, so it's kind of cool. Wish they had more time to spend with us here, but hopefully they come back and visit. We just made it to the home of the fresh rotten produce, bro. We'll give you an inside look. Where's Tyson boy? Tyson! Ho ho! Who's the second best dog in the world? Tyson. Who's the second best dog in the world? You got Dylan's car. Yeah. Pretty cool. I like it. Look at Brian, fully strapped up. He's got his strap on, stuck to the front. Wow, look at the artwork we got hung up in here. This is where we'll be cooking up in the kitchen. Yeah. Corey's got his mock-up motor. Like making sure that I come out. Jesus. Corey's car up on the lift. About to get a new motor, 6.1. Yeah. My old friend. Got his manifold he made up in here. It's a new Pulsar turbo. Corey Talaska's car. Other Corey. Link ECU, of course. 7-inch dash. 2J. The old Drift Week 2 car.
The best car.
Yeah. Hottest car.
The most reliable car in Drift League.
Yeah, that's what you call replacing a motor, ripping the turbo off, and I don't even know what else, pulling the fuel tank out.
Yeah, that was not any of our faults.
Yeah, totally not. It wasn't actually. Everything we pretty much had to fix other than the motor was not our fault, so that's cool. Brian, what do you think about it?
Car's a turd.
Yeah, it struggles to keep up with.
Still only in the quarter panel.
That is true. What you got, dude?
I got a new helmet.
Is it pink?
Yep.
Holy shit, it actually is pink. That's awesome.
No, it's for her.
I know, but what a guess. Pink. It's actually for Brian. He's just.
Did you see who I sent it to?
That's awesome. We got Brennan's LS swapped E92. Brian's not really too sure about his top mount radiator setup he's got going on. Rolling out. And guys, until the next video, we'll see Big Slime.
Big slime.